Today, I don't know really what I am going to talk about. Let me tell you a little about the process of these videos. I just come out to the park in my neighborhood and just pick a spot that has a good view for me to let my eyes wander out to, and also kind of a good backdrop for the video too. And when I get those two things together in a spot, I just start rolling the camera and I just talk. Maybe I decided title like 10 seconds ago before rolling, and then I just start talking. And today I want to talk about a bigger topic today, a longer video, because that's been a long time, like 1 week passed since my longest video. And because I am not really thinking about this channel or what I'm going to talk about, I have nothing in my mind to talk that long. And for a half a minute or so, I also imagined to myself before this video started that, is there anything? Then, without settling on anything, I just started rolling. Maybe recording shouldn't be this easy. And it's just cold out here right now. I am just recording these videos out of sheer will at this point. Like, for a month of May, it is quite cold here, like February. And in this cold, where my mind kind of works slower right now, it is inspired to think about, got inspired that what would it look like to go beyond this world? I mean, going to the space is kinda continuation of all the universe it has to offer. All the physics and chemistry rules still apply, so it's not beyond of this world. And death itself is also continuation of it. It is just a mirror image of life. It exists as a counter to life itself, and like, it has nothing special in it in that case. Because everything happens in life, it feels special. That we never be there before death itself. Yeah, when talk like that, it sounds weird, right? We never been to death before dying. Our consciousness never experienced it. So but again, that is just a very nature of our limited knowledge and angle. So if space and death is the continuation of this world, what would really be the beyond could count as, it is like, mathematically speaking, there is the dimensional aspect to it, like fourth dimension, fifth dimension. Would it be beyond? I think it's just what exists in this world that we cannot see as of right now. So just because we can't see it and then we start to see it, it does not make it something beyond of what we have with our lives. So I came to think of it as that maybe I will never know all by myself. How could I? That is what being human is like. Sometimes what your mind and curiosity craves to know is out of reach because of your limited resources. But I'm also kind of a believer in a sense that if someday the world got together and all the philosophers of humanity that has to offer, all the thinkers came together and just started to think about this subject day and night for months and years, I think we can come upon a solution. We can come upon an answer with that much cumulative investment. I think with that much focus and collective action, like, there would be no question unanswered. It's just we lack the, I'd say, leadership in philosophy, but that sounds also very weird, like leadership in philosophy. Wow. But that's what my heart yearns, I want to come upon a worthy resolution of all my time and effort spent. Now, I don't want to spend all my life just to give a one-sided angle to something that cannot be proven. I'd wish maybe if all the people of the world would come together to philosophize, we could come upon answers that would be provable. Like, that's a good idea. That's a good thought for me. A wishful thinking a little. But imagine how much we could achieve with that kind of mindset. And we wouldn't have to be this much limited either. Because we are so limited, we are so bound with our current lives and time and willpower and vitality that we cannot explore all the paths in thought and wisdom and ideas, and just so much thing left unexplored because their time does not come, because there's not enough time. But just imagine if we could spend our time very wisely, very efficiently, like coming together and dividing the homework, so to speak, amongst ourselves, all the philosophers, then like it would be, I can imagine it would be a fast series of like pa, year after year, many ideas and topics getting their time and turn. That way, the universe, with all of its abundance in existence, could be very well experienced by us humans. I feel when we are left alone, each of ourselves, all in their own lives, yeah, it is unique perspectives, it is unique lives, each of us that we have. But I feel it does not compare to the uniqueness we could bring to the world if we had come together. That would be like, I feel so much more unique. Like it would be, again, mathematically speaking, if each of our lives is a combination of series of events and ideas and personalities, like these people coming together and building something together, it is a combination of combinations. Do you see? It gets much more infinite from then onwards. Then you put it on a timeline, and each year you would have another combination of combinations, and all those years of civilization combined will be a combination of combinations then. So much thing could be achieved. So many things left undone. There has to be a better way to tackle this universe, this existence. There has to be a better way to tackle it. Like, we leave all of our philosophers to their own devices. They mostly live very, miserable lives with their own overthinking minds, and a larger world still going on with its practical daily errands and works, and it goes on without these philosophers, and they are all left alone. With this much alienation, they still achieve a lot. Imagine if we had really treasured them. Imagine if we had really gave them all some throne, some crown. Imagine then what could they achieve. Yeah, some could say that suffering brings the achievement itself. That is the ingredient for the recipe. But I'm not a believer of that. Like struggle generates power, and the way you go with determination and grit, and you spite that everything that's against you, and that gives you some push. I don't think that push compares in any level to genuine love and compassion and embrace. No. No. In that case, I believe suffering generated by the man on its own out of necessity is far superior than suffering that is imposed upon that person just to get some results out of them. Yeah, we should give everyone decent lives, that they should not worry about money or survival or social circumstances. There should be a very good healthy net for everyone so they can thrive and realize their potential. And then if they need suffering, they can generate it on their own. That's also okay, that's their choice. But that should go like that. It's not humane to say, yeah, some people have to suffer anyway to get meaning out of this life. No, it's not for anyone to decide for anyone else. It's not moral at all. Whatever I think about, whatever I imagine, the ideal, the good life, I always see that whatever I am living, it is not that. If not direct opposite, it's at least nowhere near that, you know. But I soldier on. You should too. There is always another day, no matter. We should not give up.